Greetings and welcome to the Sports Card Ripping Teacher. Another busy weekend, but I'm glad to be back here in the classroom. And this is the time of the year as a teacher, you pull out all the strings. You are trying to keep your students motivated, engaged, doing the same things they did just a month or so ago during the last few days of school. Here we got 11 school days left. And one of the things I do is trivia. I have Pokemon cards here, football cards, baseball cards, basketball cards, and, I may say, let me pull one out here. Tell me one of the football teams that is in California. And they list any one of those teams. Like, oh, here you go. This is a Los Angeles Chargers Brendan Rice card. That one is for you, just to keep them going. I've got Pokemon cards in here, a little bit of everything. So let me ask you this one. Tell me if you know who this player is. Power in a compact package. This player deposited 9 of his 18 hits from June 6th to the 23rd in 2021 over the wall. Again, 9 home runs during that period. His team won 14 of 16 games during that period. He played at 15 runs and coaxed 11 walks. Tell me who that player is. We'll see if you guys are smarter than a second grader. Now, I make the second grade ones a little bit easier for them. All right, so this week's lesson plan. Today is 1996 Leaf football. Everyone's open Bowman. I get a little bit of Bowman. I don't go after the set or anything like that, but I have some old Mega Box packs. We're going to be getting into those this week. So Tuesday's Bowman Mega Box pack. Wednesday, Bowman Mega Box pack. And we're going to go downtown hunting. Thursday, Bowman Mega Box pack and a downtown hunt. Friday will be a downtown hunt. Now, next week and next Tuesday are two of my favorite products. I am going to have some Topps Chrome Platinum to open with you, 2023 edition. As we know, we're not getting that 2024 edition. Looking for Pete Crow Armstrong, Shota Imanaga, those other rookies as well. And we'll also, each one of those days, we will go downtown hunting. It's a great time of the year, folks. We're just trying to survive. All right, class is in session. Today is Monday, May 12th, lesson 166. And the first time around, it went to Ray Nitschke. What a football player. Only a smile that a mother could love. One of my favorite stories is this big crane thing fell down at the Packers practice facility, and it landed on a player. Lombardi went running over there, and he saw, it fell on Nitschke. He's okay. He went right back to practice. Typical Vince Lombardi. I wish I could be there to see some of those things, but today goes out to Super Mario. That's right, Mario Lemieux. Beat the Blackhawks, Stanley Cup playoffs in the 90s. That's why you don't have an extra year on that poster back over there, but I didn't know this. He picked number 66 to honor Wayne Gretzky. Turn those numbers upside down, you get the number 99. It's always cool to see players respecting those players that came before them and paved the way. So I enjoyed learning that little bit of information today. Now, in 1955, we love our nicknames. Sam Toothpick Jones was the first African-American to pitch a no-hitter, a 4-0 Cubs victory over the Pirates at Wrigley Field, which I'll be there a little bit later on this evening. And in 1970, Ernie Banks hit his 500th home run. You've probably seen and heard the video of Jack Brickhouse going, hey, wee, after Ernie hit it over the wall. So hopefully the Cubs could get back on the winning track. Now, in 1962, quack, quack, quack. That's right, Emilio Estevez was born. One of my favorite movies, Mighty Ducks. I was kind of an early teen when those movies came out, and just phenomenal fun, a good story. My buddies were always playing roller hockey in the alleys and everything, so appreciated the hockey movie. All right, let's now get into some cards. I almost forgot, folks. This week's home run challenge, Ohtani had 4 home runs, so we got 4 cards going out to the kids in the mail here pretty soon. I got like 5 things I need to send out. So I need to, I'm working tomorrow, Tuesday and Wednesday at Wrigley Field. Hopefully Thursday or Friday, I will get those things sent out into the mail for those people. I am very slow at doing that. Maybe I'll add some extra cards in there. But the home run challenge for this week, I've been crunching the numbers, and it's all about the match. There's only one thing I don't like, This team is at home for both of its games, but we're going back to the well with the Los Angeles Dodgers and Mookie Betts. I got it ×2. Now, I don't know where my cards are at. They're here somewhere at school. I need to find them. I went back, I watched the video. I had a Mookie Betts, stars of the MLB in the last pack if those guys need to go back and take a look. But they're playing the Athletics and the Angels. And there's going to be some meatball pitches coming into the plate this week for sure. All right, we got some Leaf 1996, looking for Brett Favre, all the Green Bay Packers. All right, here we go. Get him in focus there. Little Neil Smith. It is what it is, folks. It is what it is. Good thing they're not expensive. Darren Woodson, and that's really what stops me from buying some of the more expensive things. Rodney Hampton from this area, just be fun to open, looking for some Hall of Fame players. I mean, you could buy something that's expensive, and they're all like this. Rod Woodson. Shout out to Lively. Zach's Collections. Brian Blades. J.J. Stokes. I remember him. People thought he was the second coming. Emmitt Smith. Shout out to Justin. Three good nerds. Tim Brown, University of Notre Dame. Jeff Lewis. I don't remember Jeff Lewis, to be honest with you, folks. Yeah, he's probably wearing that ball cap most of the time. Well, that was not a Green Bay Packer pack at all. Come on. All right. Kerry Collins. They did make it to the NFC Championship game this year. Andre Hastings. Marshall Faulk. All right. That's a good card right there, Marshall Faulk. Come on. Robert Brooks. Unfortunately, did get injured, but what a ball player he was. All right. We got Reggie. Let me hear it, folks. Reggie, man. Changed. Look at that. That's called the hump move right there. Get under in the armpits. Reggie tosses that guy for yards and yards, and then goes in to sack the quarterback. Okay, so we got an insert right here. Deion Sanders, Cowboys. A little bit of a die cut action right there. I like that card. That is sharp. Jerome Bettis, the Bus, University of Notre Dame. Steve Bono. Will Anderson. Marcus Allen. All right, we're back. So this huge hit just like shut down the whole operation here. So look at that, Deion Sanders. It is the statistical standout. It is numbered 1,723 out of 2,500. That's a hit there, folks. Look, it got the nice little raised with the laces there. I mean, that is a phenomenal card. Going to put up on the stand there. Not sure. Screen went black. Plenty of memory. Phones will do that every once in a while. But if you take a look right here, see the pack odds, the statistical standout insert cards, biggest names, sequentially numbered to 2,500. We've got a customer service number right there. I probably owe it to you guys to call that customer service number and see what's going on these days. All right, here we go. Okay, John Elway. Got to unbrick the old cards here a little bit, huh? Come on. All right, John Elway. Got a Dave Brown, Curtis Conway. The old Bears would run that bubble screen, wide receiver screen. They still run today. It was Virginia McCaskey's favorite play. Tony Brackens. Felt a little thicker there. Jim Everett. Come on. There we go. Jim Everett. Terrell Davis. Ooh, got a die cut Terrell Davis here. A press-proof Terrell Davis. Is he? I don't think he's in the Hall of Fame. Is he in the Hall of Fame? I'm not sure. He had, I mean, it was probably a shorter career, but was phenomenal during that time. Greg Lloyd, caution. Was Terrell Davis a Hall of Famer? I'm going to say no. Cortez Kennedy, Michael Westbrook, and Eric Zier. No, let's go through and see what Hall of Famers do we have. So obviously, Reggie White, Tim Brown, Deion Sanders. What Hall of Famers do we have here? John Elway, definitely a Hall of Famer. Marcus Allen, Hall of Famer. I don't think Willie is. I don't think Steve Bono is. Jerome Bettis. I should have had Jerome on the stand, to be honest with you. But Jerome Bettis, Hall of Famer. Marshall Faulk is a Hall of Famer. Hastings, no. Kerry Collins. Lewis. Emmitt Smith, definitely a Hall of Famer. J.J. Stokes. Brian Blades. Rod Woodson is a Hall of Famer. I do not think Neil Smith is. He had some very productive years. I do know that. 80 career sacks to this point in his career, 12, but I don't think he had. I'm going to say no on Neil Smith. Let me know if I missed anything, folks. It's going to be a great end to the school year, but for now, class is dismissed.